What's happening, people? It's Shek from HISSound here with another video for you today. Today's topic is material, free material. Should we, as producers, singers, rappers, whatever we do in the music business, should we be giving away free material or free content? Let's get into today's topic and talk about it. If you're new to the channel, first of all, I'd like to welcome you to itshissound. We have instrumentals, we have tips, we have tricks, and there's much more to come. We're planning on uploading videos weekly, so if that's something that you are into, then I'd like you to please like, share and subscribe to the channel so that we can keep in contact with each other. Also, leave a comment on the video if there's anything you want me to go over, or if there's anything you feel that I missed from the topic. Okay, let's just get straight into it. So, like we said, free content. Should we be giving it out? I'm going to give you my little opinion first of all about what I think about it, and then we'll go into just a few key things that I think that are not for or not against it really. It's just a bit of both. Okay, so me personally, I feel like as a producer and as a rapper, singer, songwriter, I feel like we should be giving away free material. The day and age we're in now, there's so much music, the music game's saturated. There's so many songs out there, there's so many beats out there, the internet's out there. There's already people giving out free stuff, so it's a bit hard to compete with someone that's giving away all of their material for free. I give away free material. That's why on itshissound.com we give away free beats. We give free tag beats away to rappers and people who need them, like who might necessarily not be able to afford to buy a beat right now. It's not about being selfish or about thinking, well, what are you going to do? You're not going to make a sale there, or you're not going to make a sale there. For me, I feel like me giving that free material to that person, they might, when they have got the money, come back and say, well, I've got the money now, okay, let me pay to get the tag off that beat, for example. That's my own little theory on that. I feel like that's what will help me connect with more people, put it that way. I can work and network with so many people online and even offline by giving them free material for them to check out, which will then draw them back to me to then buy something from me, for example. Let's go into some of the things that I've wrote down here as well. I've got them here. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about just briefly is streaming. Things like Netflix, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal. There's so many of them now, so many. In fact, if you think if there's one of them that I've missed out, I want you to put that in the comments below. Tell me which ones that you use. Which streaming service do you use at the moment? Whether it's music or for like watching videos. Because YouTube's a streaming service, I suppose, as well, because they're now offering YouTube Music as well. So I'm not going too much off topic. Basically, streaming services, they're like basically taking over everything. Like if you want to watch TV, you can stream it. Movies, you can stream it. Listen to music, you can stream it. So I feel like that's the way that the world's going now. Everyone's doing that. If you've got access to the internet, then there's no need to buy physical or digital copies of things anymore. You can just stream it. You just get a subscription and you stream. So because they're taking such a big piece of the music industry and the media industry, should we say, I feel like that's one of the factors for why giving away free material does work. Because if you think about it, when people are streaming your material, technically they're listening to your song for free. What they're doing is they're listening to that song, and then there might be the odd advert which then generates revenue for you. That's one way, like I say, I'm showing you there that people do give away the material for free and still make money. Merchandise and live shows, they are basically, as far as I'm concerned, the only ways now, apart from like streaming and stuff like that, to make money now. Selling CDs and stuff is kind of going out the window, and even with the merchandise, like it's slowing up on how much things people buy. Personally, I think if you're doing a live show, then yeah, if you've got those things to sell, like a CD or maybe some merchandise like a t-shirt or a hat, if you've got those kind of things to sell, that's going to generate you revenue. You could give away your CD for free, I suppose. You could do that, and then that might make people like that interested to then want to buy some of your clothes. For example, we had that Boy Better Know. Like, I'm not saying they give out everything for free, but at the start when we was listening to their music, we was all using LimeWire and BearShare and all stuff like that to just download their music. So we weren't paying for their songs, but there were so many people I seen on road rocking a Boy Better Know hat or a Boy Better Know top. You can't say you didn't like put money in them artists' pockets even if you did download their music for free, because you did. You went and bought their hat. Skepta or whoever still made money off that thing. I remember they even had like Boy Better Know SIM cards that my friends used to gas me up with, saying, oh, I've got a Boy Better Know SIM card. Look at that, that's merchandise. Let's go on to something else as well. Let's go on to like the next topic, because I could sit here talking about merchandise all day. When I say I give out free beats, I do give out a lot of free beats, but I put my tag in the beat. Everyone's heard my tag. It's in the videos, like even when on the videos that I put up on YouTube, like HISSound on the beat. I got my girlfriend to do the tag and that. So I put that throughout the beat, not just because I'm trying to just pee you off with my tag and make you know that my name's HISSound. I'm doing that because that's one way that I can give you my free product and know that you're gonna use my free product. There's people who can't afford to buy the beat, let's just say. They go on YouTube, they find the beat, and then they say, oh, I really like this beat, but I can't afford it right now. So then I'm still giving them a way to use my beat, which is still giving me recognition, but then they got that beat for free. It works both ways. Again, like recognition is another trade-off, I suppose, or should we say call it like that is another source of income, because if the more people that know about you, the more beats you're gonna sell. That's one way you could look at it, producers, okay? Deals, like record labels and record deals. That kind of whole situation, we are gonna do another video on this to go into a bigger topic on that, but that whole situation with record labels signing people and stuff, like they don't really sign people with proper deals anymore. You don't get like an advance or anything like that. I don't know if people have heard of it, but they do something called like a 360 deal, or one of these deals where you get signed and basically you're not making money as much money, should we say, off of the album sales. A lot of artists that you see getting signed, they do everything themselves. Like they'll get the whole buzz going before they're even signed, because they know that they're not going to get any sort of advance to then be able to cover those costs. Pretty much a no-brainer. This is why there's so many independent artists now, because the way that you make money off the music is so different. Even record labels struggle to generate income now. That's why they have to do this whole internet, YouTube, marketing, shoving the music down our throats on the radio kind of thing. It's always kind of been like that, but now it seems like it's like very forceful. They have to, because otherwise the record labels won't make any money. We'll save that for another video, but as you can see, singer-songwriters, rappers, even producers, to be honest, that's why a lot of people now, when they get signed, it seems like they get stifled, or when they get signed, you assume that they're going to be rich now, but a lot of the time they're not, because you get signed and then even if you do get some sort of advance, it's an advance, you got to pay it back. So I'm going to just sum up what we've been talking about now. We are going to be touching on all of these topics in a lot more detail in weeks to come, so don't worry if you feel like I've missed something out. You can always comment below. Remember to like, share and subscribe if you are feeling the content that we're putting out as well. If you're not feeling the content, also remember the dislike button's there too, so it helps me to gauge if I'm putting out the right content. So please, as I always stress, let me know how we're doing here. Comment on the video, comment on the overall channel if you feel like you need to, even comment just to tell us what video you want us to do next. That always helps. Share this with all of the musicians and all the rappers, singers, songwriters that you know that don't know this stuff, because sometimes even if you're trying to build something up for yourself, maybe, for example, if your customer base doesn't know some of these things, that's why they won't buy from you. Again, it helps to know these things, because remember, knowledge is power. And remember that it doesn't cost anything to teach somebody something. The same way that I'm giving you this knowledge for free doesn't mean that I'm not going to generate any income in the long run. You've got to think long term. Think of the bigger picture. Don't think about that one sale that you're going to make today. Think about the hundreds of sales that you could generate. Like let's put this into perspective. Like, I'm not going to delete this video off of YouTube. Unless YouTube deletes this video, it's going to be here now. It's not going to go anywhere. So there might be someone in 5 years or 10 years that might watch this and might be like, you know what, I didn't know none of the stuff this guy just told me, and that might persuade them to go onto my website, itshissound.com. Build those relationships, okay? It's not about just making that one-time sale. Like I did say about thinking about the bigger picture. You need to think about relationships. Think about when you go to a shop, 9 times out of 10, you've already been to that shop a lot of the time. You go to places that you are familiar with. You buy brands that you're familiar with. You don't just go in a shop and say, right, well, I'm buying this random pair of trainers. No, you buy Nikes. Why do you buy Nikes? Because you're used to seeing Nikes, you wear Nikes, so you buy Nikes. You get me? Or you used to buying Adidas, so you wear Adidas. You know what I mean? Everyone's got their own preference or whatever. I'm not trying to say this brand's better than this brand, but it's a brand, and that's what I'm talking about. Build your brand. Whether you're a rapper, singer, or you're a producer, it's all about building your brand and building relationships with other brands or other artists or whoever they are to be able to grow your product. Just because people don't have the money now, it doesn't mean that they're never gonna have the money. That's not for or against like the free material, because if you look at it this way, some people would choose, well, they haven't got the money now, so I choose not to serve that customer. okay? In some senses, yes, I understand that, because it's not going to work. Like, if somebody walks into your shop now and you're not willing to give them credit, then yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Like, you're not gonna serve that customer. But in the game that we're in, which is the music game, it doesn't really work like that. You could potentially work with a client knowing that you're gonna get paid later on, or it could just be purely for recognition. I know people around me that make songs just for the fun of it, and you know that you're gonna make another song anyway. So it's like, don't just basically think about the money, is what I'm saying. The money will come, but in order for the money to come, you have to think of the bigger picture, like I did say. Thank you very much for watching the video. Leave some comments for me below, and we can obviously go into this on a later video. We might even do something live where we can get some of you involved and do a bit of live Q&A. I'm Shek Music, and this has been It's His Sounds, Tips and Tricks.